old is she? I would never sit down before another woman on my knees and hold her hand and then sit Indian style and get close to her face, because that would be weird.
You get really up close and personal. This is you interviewing Brooke Shields. Look at this. You guys are basically like spooning. Oh,
yeah. Yeah, and we got much closer than that at certain points.
What just rocked the literary world was the swift removal of Drew Barrymore as MC of the National Book Awards. The cause? Critics claim that even some segments of Hollywood couldn't ignore the manner she entered the topic. What had begun as a distinguished evening honoring writers abruptly devolved into a crisis of reputation, and the event's organizers acted swiftly to disassociate themselves from the criticism.
You know, do you want to know, ironically, who dislikes me the most sometimes?
Who?
Myself.
Oh, me too.
Oh. And
there's so many things that infuriate me about this clip. So I imitated the, how do you find the courage to keep being the joy with her. It was so cringy, her fake smile as they're both kneeling on the ground. And then the floor feels safer. Maybe I should do the next presidential debate from the floor.
The trajectory that many commentators are currently giving to Drew Barrymore is from adored kid performer to industry turmoil. Previously regarded as America's sweetheart, she is now dealing with a flood of criticism that is changing how some in Hollywood perceive her. Then what was different?
I just realized that I'm sitting on the floor with Drew.
I'm so happy to be doing this. Thank you for joining me on the floor. The floor always feels safer.
It feels nice.
That was the cringiest part. Oh my God, I can't. And for the listening audience, what made the clip controversial is Drew Barrymore got down on her knees and seemed to be praying at the transgender altar, which is trans women are coming into our locker rooms and our sports and our bathrooms and our colleges and so on and taking over.
Many viewers felt it quite embarrassing because Drew Barrymore gave the impression that she had never dealt with a transgender person before during that part. People criticized her on social media, saying she was trying too hard to look woke, putting on a show, and falling completely short. The worst aspect of the fallout, though, wasn't even that particular instance.
I think what we're supposed to feel is like this is girl talk. But again, what is a transgender? It's just a mockery of women. This is not how women act. This is very weird. No woman would ever do this. I would never sit down.
I'm on my knees. I'm hugging.
Yeah, here's Chloe Bailey right here. Look at this one.
Yep, that's...
Yeah, you're doing... You can't sit in your chair.
No, I feel
Get in there.
this magnetic pull.
Let's talk about another habit that has garnered a lot of attention. Drew Barrymore's habit of randomly dropping to the ground throughout her performance. She's sitting cross-legged like she's in kindergarten story time, really. Although it's supposedly intended to make her look personable, most viewers just think it's ridiculous and weird. Since she's trying so hard to be the eccentric, friendly host that she's lost the ability to come across as real, critics aren't holding back. Other talk show hosts have even made fun of the conduct, causing the backlash to spread throughout Hollywood. You know it's time for some serious introspection when your own peers are making fun of you. At the moment, Drew Barrymore seems to be participating in a woke Olympics, yet she continues making mistakes. Her obsession with demonstrating her acceptance and openness is actually making matters worse. Not only is it embarrassing, but it can mistakenly offend the same individuals she is attempting to help.
That we really all need a tremendous hug in the world right now.
Yeah.
But in our country, we need you to be Mamala of the country.
America doesn't need a mom. It doesn't need a mom figure. It needs an effective president and vice president. Kamala Harris has been tasked whilst in office with a number of very important roles, such as securing the southern border, and that would secure American mom.
Behaving as though transgender people are a recent exotic discovery does not make you an ally, rather, it makes you appear outdated. The thing to learn? Attempting to be progressive without knowing how to do it politely might backfire severely. Perhaps it would be wiser to just listen, treat them like regular people, and demonstrate true empathy rather than putting on an act of acceptance. However, in Hollywood, that kind of grounded approach doesn't always garner the attention it deserves. Another controversy then arose when Drew Barrymore decided to continue with her program during the ongoing writers' strike. Union members expressed their fury loudly and publicly, expressing how deeply offended they were by that move. Industry insiders and writers criticized the choice, claiming it weakened the strike's unity. Some even singled out Drew by name and questioned her dedication to standing behind the individuals that enable her show.
If there's nothing I can do or say in this moment to make it okay, I wanted to own a decision so that it wasn't a PR protected situation. There are so many reasons why this is so complex. And I just want everyone to know my intentions. I've been through so many ups and downs in my life, and this is one of them. I deeply apologize to writers.
Things have taken a significant turn now. Given her prior support for authors, Drew Barrymore is receiving a lot of criticism for crossing the picket lines. Critics are pointing out how hypocritical it appears. People don't hold back. It seems like she has forgotten her own heritage and the Union family who influenced her. For many, what was once endearing and approachable now feels aggravating, and Hollywood isn't putting up with it. Playing both sides seldom works out, and in this instance, it's costing her opportunities, connections, and credibility. An example would be the sudden cancellation of her hosting duties at the National Book Awards. From strike supporter to strike breaker, Drew's mistakes are piling up quickly, and audiences and the industry aren't going to let her forget it anytime soon.
Today for our daily cancellation, we turn to Drew Barrymore. The actress turned talk show host recently had a lot to say, a lot of rather glowing things to say about divorce. Barrymore has been divorced 3 times. That is, she has failed at marriage 3 times. Her marriage to Tom Green lasted from 2001 all the way to the year 2002. And she continues in that conversation to profess her love and admiration for the man, and claims that she's always loved and celebrated and admired him. The man that she divorced after 12 months. Talk show guest and famed singer Marie Osmond agreed the divorce could be positive. She said that while she thinks married couples should be doing everything possible to make a marriage work, she also stressed that both parties should do the work.
Then there is the personal life aspect, as Drew Barrymore has 3 marriages and divorces under his belt. Does that in and of itself matter? Not exactly, but the tale Hollywood is spinning about her right now is a mess, and Hollywood likes a good story. Her professional mistakes, such as crossing picket lines during the writer's strike, along with her personal disappointments, are creating the impression that she is having trouble making wise choices. After 3 unsuccessful marriages, a public dispute, and now being disqualified from the National Book Awards, it's a lot for the general population to process. Not only that, but writers are publicly picketing her show, other celebrities are speaking out, and the atmosphere at work is very hostile. It feels like a slow-motion collision to watch it all play out, but instead of a car, it's Drew's career that is slipping away, a slow and highly visible decline into obscurity. Her attempt to balance her roles as an adored child star and a headache for Hollywood backfired horribly, costing her credibility, industry backing, and hosting gigs.